Today, I'd like to reveal the ancient mysteries of Galway. Galway was invented by Supermacs back in the 80s. Galwegians are genetically encoded to view Supermacs as their primary caregiver because people from Galway don't have parents. They just have immature adults who made a drunken mistake during Rag Week. Galwegians always seem to brag about Supermacs as if they built it themselves. Whenever Galwegians leave Galway, they don't know what to do with themselves, swiftly congregating to the nearest Supermacs at the end of a night out for safety and warmth. There's a small minority of Galway natives who secretly think Supermacs is disgusting, but you'll never hear from them because Galway made sure they were silenced on the street, usually outside Supermacs at 3 AM with a drunken flurry of flying fists. Galway is famously known as the graveyard of ambition because this is where hopeful Leaving Cert graduates go to drop out of college and take yokes. Galway is home to visitors who forgot to leave Galway. In fact, no one from Galway is from Galway, except the people who are from Galway. They're all from Galway. Despite the high levels of traffic, no one in Galway is ever going anywhere. Once you reach the most westerly point of Galway, you end up back in Eyre Square, listening to shit buskers, wondering how you pissed yourself again. Everyone thinks Salt Hill is a wealthy village, but it's really just a gigantic coffee kiosk. If the prom wasn't there, it'd just be Mayo with a makeover. Rich Galway people don't have an accent, because there are no rich people in Galway. Just people who wear dry robes and think a Bichon Frise is a fashion statement. Spanish Arch, also known as Sparch, which is also known as the sound of a pigeon dying, is the centre of the Galwegian social life. It's powered entirely on the energy of the nearest off-licence, fine wines. Sparch overlooks the River Corrib, the only river in Ireland made entirely out of buckfast. This is the main place in Galway where privileged college students get to directly interface with the Galway Sublas, the boy racers and the Mongs in real time. Sublas, the slang term for the yup bros of Galway. The cap sporting, platter ring wearing Sublas are a dangerous bunch when they're under the influence of thinking they're hard. The boy racer is a close relation to the Subla. The boy racer is just a Subla with a car. The boy racers still seem to think it's 1997, if the reg plate on their Honda Civic is to be believed. Never underestimate the political power of the boy racers. They congest the traffic flow in Galway every week with their mass gathering of Salt Hill Sundays, where they listen to the Venga boys on a dodgy broken speaker and Bluetooth each other fighting videos on their Sony Ericssons. Right next to the boy racer you have the Mong. Although still in the same family, the Mong doesn't garner any respect from the Subla or the boy racer, let alone from himself. The Mong can upgrade his social status to Subla or boy racer through an initiation phase of downing a bottle of buckfast in front of them without getting sick. There's a 6-month probationary period once the Galwegian evolves from being a Mong to a Subla, in which he can revert back to being a Mong if he even once mentions acoustic gigs in the Roisin Dove, craft beer or NUIG. The Galway Huns are another subset of the Spanish Arch colony. These are girls who wear too much makeup and an oversized Galway jersey. All they talk about is what happened at the Galway races and Supermacs, sometimes at the same time, which can be confusing because they're the only women in Ireland who can speak in 2 voices at once. The difference between Galway Huns from the town and rural Galway Huns is the town girls listen to Ariana Grande, while the rural girls think Ariana Grande is the name of a hipster cappuccino that you'd never find in Ballinasloe. Spanish Arch got closed for a few months because everyone was enjoying themselves a bit too much, and the Garda were enjoying beating everyone senseless. Galwegians' overuse of the word sham is a distraction to hide their poor grasp on the English language, seeing as Galway is pretty much a giant Gaeltacht. Anyone who doesn't know what a Gaeltacht is, it's where teenagers go to learn how to drink, be uncomfortable around the opposite sex, and acclimatise themselves to enjoying the shit music they hear at the junior disco to prepare themselves for a lifetime of hanging around Galway nightclubs. The crusties of Galway are a breed of white dreadlocked Rastafaris from Connemara who all congregate to play the bongo, get stoned and walk their dog on a rope for a leash. Ironically, they can be found gathered together on Shop Street, even though they don't believe in money. Although these crusties seem approachable, be warned, they will try to rip you off if you buy weed off them, because deep down, even more than they love the peacekeeping lifestyle, they love fucking someone over with a good scam. There's so many hen nights on in Galway that the council actually made it illegal for these loud women to stay in hotels. Instead, they created chicken coops so the hens could have a safe, soundproof environment to squawk without wrecking everyone's head. Galwegians, can you please stop calling Galway G-Town? You're not from Colorado, you're from Carrow. Galwegians, we've got to take a stand against the artists and the creatives trying to make Galway a better place. Just leave Galway alone, it's fine. Let's rebel against the powers that want to turn Karma Alley into a coffee shop. Keep Galway out of the top 10 lists in the journal.ie. Together, we can stop Galway from becoming a health-conscious food truck. Namaste.